Hey YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Shenzo Plays. Today we're continuing our Blueprints run. Excuse me, I almost said Blueprints, which wouldn't have made any sense. English is hard, ladies and gentlemen. Today we will be continuing that run. We have a couple objectives. We're trying to find where the Key of Ares goes. I believe we need to find something there, probably a scepter or something similar based on the angel picture we saw. And we also are trying to find the deposit key for the sanctum key in the vault. So those are kind of our two main objectives. We have a couple side objectives as well, but those aren't nearly as important. But we're still going to try them anyway if we have the right opportunity and circumstances. But that is what the plan is for today. So YouTube, thank you so much for watching. You guys know the drill by now. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like or a comment on it. If you want to see more of my content, hit that subscribe button. And of course, if you want to get alerted when a new video drops, hit that alarm bell as well. You can follow me on all my social media, link down below. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the other side. Hey YouTube, welcome back. Here we are about to get started in with day 58. We made a lot of progress, but at the same time we also are kind of stuck. I don't really have any idea where we're supposed to go for this Ares key. I looked through all my notes twice, didn't see anything that jumped out at me. But kind of like if you saw the last video, we do need to sit down, and I need to sit down and I need to really slow down. But other than that, yeah, we're just trying to make some new items. I think one of them is the compass and the battery. The other's the coin purse and something else. Don't know what that is, but we are. That is what we're looking at. I have a whole bunch of notes here. I've got my notepad, and we are also looking for 2 upgrade discs. We found one of them in the mechanarium the other day, so that was kind of cool. But yeah, we've got 14 of them in total. I think we're only missing 2. So let's go out. And it looks like by starting in her ladyship's chamber, or ending in her ladyship's chamber, at least I think that's where we ended, we lost 10 steps, which is unfortunate, but good to know. We could do Schoolhouse today and try to go for that. I don't see why not. Or we could check if the Ares keys is in the tomb. I don't know. I honestly don't know what the right call is here. I really don't. Let's get the tomb, and let's go get the Ares key, and then we'll go head in there. Yeah, I think that might be worth trying, because I was just thinking, do you guys remember when we were looking at all of the crypts? There was a there was one in there. Like, we found Lady Epson's, we found Herbert Sinclair's, but we never did figure out what the second one was for. So maybe we'll go take a look. We'll go grab the key and put it in our inventory, and then we'll go check out the tomb. I don't know. Could be worthwhile. Sorry, I am still applying for jobs as of the time of this recording. And I just got a notification saying, hey, you might be a good match for this one, so I might have to take a look at that after we're done recording. I literally just got done applying for, I think, 5 more positions. What I've been trying to do is, rather than, like, just throw a whole bunch of shit against the wall and see what sticks, is I have been trying instead to pick ones out that I am definitely qualified for, and go from there. That is what I have been trying to do anyway. But, you know, the job market right now is a disaster, because for those that don't know, just putting this in context, a whole bunch of companies are laying people off because they, of the tariffs that keep going back and forth, because there's so much uncertainty caused by our current federal government. And then the federal government just laid off a whole bunch of people and had to hire quite a lot of them back, but then they just cut a whole bunch of their contracts, and are probably going to end up having to hire a whole bunch of them back. And in case you guys are wondering, I was one of the people that lost their jobs due to the contractor cuts, which took my team from about 6 people to 2 to do the same work when we were already understaffed. So, yeah, not great, as you guys can probably imagine, but that's the way it goes. And I have one of my cats is here. Hello, Aguacati. You might want to run, dude. Tanner's coming. So this is what he does, is that he comes here and he begs for attention, and then Tanner hears and comes running. It's okay. It's okay. Good job, guys. Honestly, that might have been your best interaction. Normally they kind of freak out, but Aguacati actually didn't lose his shit totally. I almost went back into the building before checking out the tomb. So let's go do that real quick. And we might as well open up the other slot as well while we're down here. Okay, so let's see. There are these statues here, which is pretty nice. This is Tanner. You know you're not supposed to be sniffing down there, bud. So here's Herbert's tomb. Here is Lady Ebsen's tomb, with the note written in Erajan, which I still haven't fully gotten. Oh, a place to dig. That could be useful if we get the shovel and come back here. Here's the tomb that we don't know who's in here. This is the one I was thinking of. No ruby encrusted lights here, though, unfortunately. But it does look like there's a door here, right? Like, is that just me? This absolutely looks like there's a door here. So I wonder if the tomb does have the secret. And maybe we need the super sledge for this as well. It doesn't look like there are any cracks in it, though, but maybe we'll need to come back here with this. I'm not sure. Let's go down here and we'll at least open up this other area and check maybe the catacombs. But yeah, so that'll open that up, which is good. And give us another way out and in if we need it. Okay. So yeah, if we can, maybe we'll try for the super sledge today. I thought we wouldn't need it anymore, but I don't know. Taking a look at that section of the tomb makes me wonder. And then yeah, because if you look here, you know, she has a crown and she has a scepter, and I think she also had an effigy. I think she also had an effigy as well. Thought I saw there was something over here, but maybe not. Well, let's if I need to, you know, if I can't find any other hints or anything towards the Ares key, because like, yeah, even this looks like it could be a door of some kind, but I don't know. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot to check this. Got some ivory dice to start as well, which is really helpful. We got coins and ivory dice to start. Plus, we have that package. So there might be another secret of the tomb. We'll take a look. I may, if we don't find anything in the next like in-game day or two, I might try to Google a hint for the Ares key. I'll try not to find the actual solution, but definitely feel like a hint could be useful. Oh, look, we got the brass compass and a couple gems, so that's kind of nice. And we'll grab our allowance. And for Banner the King, let's use green rooms. And I guess we'll go to the left or the right this time rather than the left. We'll go with the reading nook. Journal. Okay. Let's hang on to the hallway. We'll get the library for now. And here's the Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. Botanical Gardens. Featherfall Keep. Chinsdale Lake. Manway Station. Okay, let's keep moving. Observatory or the Mount Holly gift shop. I think we'll go with the Mount Holly gift shop here, not because of anything in particular that I want to buy, but just because it will open up more doors, potentially. And then we'll use the laboratory here to create a dead end. And that way we get it out of the pool early. We could do the greenhouse. I don't think this would necessarily be a bad choice here. I was thinking about the parlor room, but oh look, the metal detector. That's awesome. Okay, that's pretty good to grab. I was hoping for the shovel, but hey, you know, getting 2 of these flowers and finding a hidden door here is still very, very helpful. Okay, we've got the hallway, a storeroom, or the chapel. I feel the chapel could have a secret potentially tied into the Ares key, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's go with the chapel. And okay, it looks like any candle with a ruby hilt, I remember, is what we need to look for. And see, so my thought would have been that this would have come down rather than raised up, but that's just my 2 cents there. But if you take a really close look at this, right, she has the crown, she has a scepter, and she has this effigy in her hand. I imagine that the scepter... What if it's in the cloister somewhere? That could be it. Tough to say. Alright, let's open up this door now. We can get the workshop. I do want that. That's just a good thing to have. Admittedly, Commissary would also be useful, but I think the commissary is more likely to come up than the workshop, so we'll go with the workshop here. I know it will block out the other options, but now we at least have the compass, and we could potentially get the battery pack. And there is something on the ground in here. I just don't know where it is. It's not over there. Oh, 2 coins. There they are. Okay. And then we'll go this way. We can get the bedroom or the observatory. I think I would rather get the observatory here. Since we don't particularly need anything specific. Apples, 1 diamond, the slice, and more special flowers. Okay, that's awesome, because we do want more green rooms. Ooh, courtyard is a great choice here. Let's go with that. Hopefully it'll have the shovel. Yay, the shovel. Nice. Okay, now if we find the battery, we can potentially get the hammer, which is really good. Can't advance that way, which is fine. Honestly, kind of expected. We can go with the patio, the pantry to go up, or we can go to the garage and get a bunch of keys. Also create a dead end here. We do still have the chapel, so I'm not super worried about that. So let's go with the garage. It's a dead end, which will be really useful. We get some keys, also really useful. And potentially something else. Key on the floor. And if we do find the music room, we might get the garage keys. Now, admittedly, we don't have the boiler room here, which is unfortunate. But, you know, what are you going to do, right? Alright, we'll go this way. Aquarium, I think, is what I want. That way now we have access to... We have access to the... There's a coin over here. Nice. We have access to the foundation, which is fantastic. We'll use one of the keys. Servant spare quarters, which would give us 2. The storeroom or the bedroom. I think here I'll take the bedroom. And we'll hang on to the servant spare quarters and try to get that later. Got a trunk here. I don't feel like spending the key at that time. Terrace is what I want, but I think I'm going to go with the aquarium to give me more slots. And plus, this will probably pay for itself. Key. Okay, awesome. We'll go south. And we'll get the solarium here. And Lucky Rabbit's Foot, hopefully. Nope. But there is a coin on the ground and a whole bunch of dig spots. And again, the only reason I'm going for that is I am hoping to... definitely want to get the veranda here. I think the den would also be good, but I think the veranda is where I want. Trying to get as many, like, green room synergies. And look at that. It even has the sledgehammer. Fantastic. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll find the battery somewhere. Secret passage. This does count as a dead end. We have more than 2 shops, so we wouldn't get the bonus from the bunk room. Dark room could have what we need, but we would need to turn the power back on, so we need the utility closet. I think I'm going to go with the secret passage just because it's a it counts as a dead end. And that way we have you know, a couple. I think we've done a pretty good job, honestly, building this mansion out so far. Maybe put a dead end here and then try to build out from the left. Let's see. Let's go with a green room. I really did think about getting a hall, but... Key on the floor. Nice. Locked door, no problem. Courtyard, morning room, or another veranda. I think let's go with the second. Courtyard, morning room, I would like, but I feel... Ah, man. I think I want to go with the courtyard here. I like the morning room a lot, but not that much. We don't get it often, but it's like... We can get all these gems and potentially items. And look at that, more dice and more coins. And, of course, more dig spots. Alright, we'll use this to get the corner room. And let's go with the trophy room here. We'll spend the dice. And 2 coins on the ground. Okay. Alrighty. And here's the vault. Let's definitely grab that. And we have all this money and nothing to spend it on. At least not yet, anyway. Maybe we'll get the commissary again soon, but... Alright, no other item in here. At least none that I can find. But I do feel that was a pretty good draft there. I'm gonna be honest. I feel pretty good about that one. Alright, we'll use a key here. We can get the attic or the cloister. I think I'll spend the money on the cloister here. Not seeing an option to use the key. Alright, both of these are probably locked. Nope, not this one. Music room. Yeah, you know, let's go with the music room here. We've got the gems. Why not? Silver key, okay. Not the major key I was hoping for, but I'll take it. And a normal key. And then that'll go into the antechamber if we do unlock it, which is fine. We'll use a normal key here, not the silver key just yet. And I think we'll re-roll. Get the pool or the pool hall. I think we'll go with the pool hall just because I need to, coin over here in the bar. I do need to solve more of these math puzzles. Alright, 3 times 10 is 30, minus 20 is 10. We have negative 10 times 2 is negative 20 plus 1 is 1. 4 minus 8 is 4 squared is 16. This will give us a couple more keys, which is fantastic. And we solved that puzzle. And we'll just keep moving. Let's save the silver key for now. Oh, Great Hall. This could be good. Yeah, let's go with the Great Hall. I don't want to use the ballroom just yet. But we'll definitely use a key here. And we have the commissary finally. Let's do that and see what they have for sale. Got a gorilla for sale. Magilla gorilla for sale. Keys and gems. That's good to know. Alright. And we'll just probably buy our keys. Oh, we got the casino for the first time. Could do the servant spare quarters, but I think I do want to go with the casino. Games of Chance are in there. We've never drawn that room. So before I leave, let me just buy keys. And I'll buy the set of gems, and we'll just buy as many gems as they have, and now they're sold out. Okay. We have 4 keys. A whole bunch of money. Games of Chance. Out of order. We can use the broken lever here. Okay, interesting. I just want to really take a look around, because I don't actually want to gamble anything here, but... Spin the wheel for a chance to win a special prize, and you get 1 wager per day. Okay, let's just go modest, and we'll go for 5 and see what we have. Why not? And looks like we get some keys. Not bad. Okay. We gambled and we won. That almost never happens. And so another use of the broken lever. Good to know. Probably make a note of that later. Alright, we can get the office here. I do feel that this rotation is perfect, so we'll spend the gems here since we have so many of them. This also get a gem back. Alright. We'll use a key. Lost and Found, or the Geist bedroom, or the laundry room. I don't really want any of these, so let's re-roll. Conservatory, I feel, is the way to go here. So we'll go with the conservatory. And we can adjust the rarity. Oh, look, and an apple. And the magnifying glass. And a gem. Okay, drafting studio is rare. Let's drop that down to unusual for now. Dormitory is standard, that's fine. Commonplace, yeah, that's fine. Alright. We'll use a key here. And the conference room. Fantastic. So now if we need to spread anything, it should all be in here, and maybe this will even have the key card in it. Nope. No such luck. But that's okay. I don't expect to come back up here, so we'll start digging. Especially since we haven't found the battery yet. I don't want to use the lever. Yeah. We'll use a key here. Got 2 keys. And we'll use a key here. And unfortunately, again, it's the wrong side. Always seems to be the case every time I get there, but that's fine. Now I have a 50-50 shot of being able to move south from here. Let's try this one. And I got it. Nice. Go me. I will use the passageway here, I think. We have the diamonds. There's no reason not to. This will open up a lot of doors, so let's head this way and try to get another dead end. Furnace, darkroom, or the parlor. I would really rather not get the furnace here. With that being said, I did have a lot of good luck with the furnace beforehand. I think we got a deposit key out of there, so maybe that is the place to go. And we do have rerolls, and we've used a lot of the red rooms, so I can't say I would be too brokenhearted about it. So yeah, you know what, this is probably going to be a mistake, but you know what, that's fine. Oh, we got a key. It's not what I wanted, but we got it. So I can't argue with that. Unfortunately, that is a key card, and we don't have access to that at the moment. Gymnasium could be good here, but I would rather redraw, I think. Servants' quarters, the weight room. The main reason I don't want the weight room is because it would lose half my steps, and we already have a limited number, so I'll use the rotunda here. Even though the weight room would allow us to... would allow us to access room 46 in theory. So I'm getting notifications about a fire in my area, and I'm just trying to stay on top of things. Let's use the silver key here. Ooh, the throne room. I actually really like this draw. And now we can open up room 46. And we have a very quick way back. Like down to the workshop if we need it, which is pretty nice. I do really hope we can draw the dining room. That's what I'm looking for at this point. Oh, the boiler room is actually really good. We could turn on the furnace. So let's do that. It doesn't look like there's any places to dig down there, and that's fine. Again, we really need to find the dining room. Let's use our final redraw here. Alright, we'll go with the gymnasium. I don't like it, but... let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think we have to go with the gymnasium and try to find either the dining room or the kitchen. So, let me turn the power on. And we'll send it that way. That should hopefully turn the power on. Yep, activate. And there goes the power. Alright. And no matter what, this is a gamble, but that's okay. We can get the secret passage here. At the very least, that's a dead end, so I don't mind doing that. Obviously, I would prefer pretty much anything else, but let's actually get the dark room out of the pool. And I guess, yeah, I think this is going to end our run a little early, unfortunately. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I couldn't make it. I couldn't make it back, unfortunately. I guess we'll put the servant's spare quarters here. I was hoping there'd be a fruit or something in there, but I don't see anything. And we'll lose 2 footsteps if I exit this room. So, yeah, unfortunately, it looks like we had a really good run here, but we didn't get the dining room, so we don't have any additional, or the kitchen, so we didn't get any additional fruit, unfortunately. It's kind of a shame, but that's the way it goes. So let's head over to the furnace and see what the furnace made us. It's probably just another key, but we shall see. Yeah, it looks like a key. Okay, let's see. I think 1, 2... Oh, man. I probably should have gone to the foundation, actually, instead. Oh, and the rotunda can't even... We can't even access the rotunda from here anyway, so, it's fine. Alright, well, that's unfortunate that we have, we didn't quite get this. It's a bit of a shame, really. But that's alright. We'll have to, maybe next time, not use some steps on the Key of Ares. We didn't get the power sledge because we didn't find that, so that's fine. And kind of just looking around, I don't feel we really hit a ton of stuff anyway. There wasn't really like, oh my god, here's a million things we could have done. We did check the cloister, but yeah, my thought was, oh, maybe we'll hit like radishes and stuff to get our stuff back, but not quite. And that's okay. So let's call it a day in the throne room. And yeah, we'll call it good. But yeah, I'm honestly not upset about that one in the slightest. I think we had a pretty good run there. Okay. So I'll take a look at that later. Let me just turn off the notifications for this. And we did hit the casino for the first time, which was kind of cool. So, you know, we got that. So, just for those wondering, I live in Southern California, and we are in wildfire season, for anyone who does not know. And, yeah, wildfires happen around us literally all the time. Literally all the time. So, I have a little app that notifies me when, you know, we've got that. But okay, let's go with the, let's go back out here. We didn't get to explore kind of the secrets of the tomb. We didn't find any clue for the Ares key either. And that's okay. We'll figure something out with it. So we can do the tool shed or the schoolhouse. We could do the root cellar as well, but I don't know. I feel we'd have to find the shovel. Let's try to redeem myself with the schoolhouse. If you guys don't remember, what happened last time is that we had a really promising run. We even had bonus gems to start with. And I just didn't build correctly. I rushed through, and we made a lot of mistakes. So let's try to correct this time. We don't have any extra gems, which is a bit unfortunate. But the nice thing is that we can run the Banner of the King, and we can do green rooms where there are lots of gems potentially, like in the courtyard and stuff like that. So, and we'll start off with the parlor immediately, and I just have to try and get this one right, because that'll be a big help. Okay. There are 3 false statements on boxes in this room. Only one of the statements on this box are true, and the gems are in a box with a true statement. Only one of the statements on this box are false, and the gems are in the white box. Okay. This is pretty tricky. Notably, there's only one statement about where the gems are, which lead me to believe it's true. The gems are in a box with a true statement. The gems are in the white box. So actually, I lied. There's two statements about where the gems are. A true statement, or they're in the white box. So if the statement that only one of the statements on this box are false is true, then the gems are not in the white box. We'll start with that assumption. Only one of the statements on this box are true. If that one's true, then it says the gems are in a box with a false statement. That would narrow it down pretty significantly. And then if this one is true, there are 3 false statements on boxes in this room. That would imply that 2 of these are false, and 1 of these statements is true. So, if this statement is if the top statement is false, then the bottom statement also has to be false. Because there can't be because if the top one is true, then the bottom one also would have to be false. So in either case, the gems are in a box with a false statement. Either way. Here, only one of the statements on this box are false. Okay? So that would mean we would have at least 1 false statement and potentially 2 false statements here. The gems are in the white box. The gems are in a box with a false statement. So no matter what, again, unless, well, let me think about this. Only one of the statements on this box are true. Okay, yeah, that's the logic here. So if the bottom statement is true, then the top statement can't be true, meaning this box is false. If the top statement is true, then the bottom statement has to be false. So either way, the bottom statement has to be false here. So the gems are in a box with a false statement. And we know the white one qualifies. So here, only one of the statements on this box are false. So if that one is true, then the gems are in the white box. Then the gems can't be in the white box. If the bottom one is true, then the top one also can't be true, meaning it has to be false. So only one of the statements on this box are true. The gems are in the white box. The gems are in a box with a false statement, and only one of the statements on this box are true. And then there are 3 false statements on boxes in this room. I think the gems are, in fact, in the white box. Let's see if I'm right. I was not right. Interesting. Damn, that actually really hurts. So that means that statement was false. That statement could have been true. And then these 2 are false, making this one true, perhaps? Yeah, I think that's it. And so they were probably in this box, in the blue box. Dang, that's very unfortunate. But hey, we got the courtyard, so this will at least get us a net of 1. And we have the sledgehammer now. So if we find any trunks, like in the pool room, we could potentially get more. Am I disappointed? Absolutely. Am I mad about it, though? No. Not even slightly. Alright, let's go with the terrace here. Because this could potentially have a gem. It did not, but more than likely. I thought about getting the patio, but I didn't feel like spreading 2 gems would be worth it with that one. So we'll try to get the patio a little later. And this will save us a lot. Let's go with the aquarium here. And then we'll start trying to focus on classrooms in a bit. I just didn't like the rotation of that other classroom. Let's go with the den to get us another gem. Dormitory. Or the library for the key, or the Geist bedroom here for the reroll. I think I want the rerolls early. So let's make sure we grab those. And then the only way to move forward here is with the observatory. Let's try and reroll. Maybe we'll get lucky. Corridor. Okay. I like that better, because it doesn't leave us, like, in an angle where I have to worry about it. Alright, we can do the classroom or the pantry. I think I'll try the classroom here. Trying to keep an eye out for, an item on the desks. I don't see one. Aquarium here would be good. But yeah, let's just secure this so we have 2 locations now. And look, the shovel too. Awesome. That'll help a lot. Turnip. 6 more steps. Could have used that last time, honestly, but yeah. Didn't quite work out that way, unfortunately. Another turnip. Coins. And a key. Definitely needed that key. How embarrassing would it be if we had hit 2 locked doors here? Servant spare quarters. Let's get some more keys. Get 4 of them. And some money. Solarium, dormitory, or chapel. Let's go with the chapel here. I know we'll lose money, but that's fine. We have a lot of it, and let's go with the storeroom. As much as I love the master bedroom, we need to be saving up on gems. Alright. Lose another money, but that's fine. Veranda, I think, will be pretty good here. Items in green rooms are always welcome. And, yep, one of those items was a gem. Hoping we'll get the patio here. Greenhouse. I think that's good. Metal detector again. Okay, not bad. And, hey, we found the broken lever. That's actually really good. Got a coin. And a key. And, of course, a gem. And look, the watering can on top of that. Man, that's actually fantastic. That'll help us get a ton of gems. Use a key here, since we have so many of them. Why not? Classroom angling down. I'd really rather not have that rotation there, but let's go for it anyway. We'll get Classroom 2 here. And it came with some dice. Okay, reroll dice. That'll be very helpful. We'll use a key. Why not? Another classroom to keep moving. Yep, let's do it. No magnifying glass, but that's all right. Apple. Another key. We do the classroom, but that would cycle us out and end our run, which I don't want. So let's use a redraw. Reading Nook. Only thing I don't like about this is it would make it very, very difficult to go all the way around again. But luckily we do have quite a few redraws, so let's see if we can get a better draw here. We'll try again. Boiler Room, perfect. It's exactly what we needed. I know it cost 1, but hey, at least now we have open sections across the board. We can do the archives, or we could do the classroom. I think... Or we could do the library and try to go, like, down and around. Oh, man. Let's use a redraw here. Commissary for items, the dark room where we can't see, or the weight room to lose half our steps. I just want to give us the most opportunities, so we'll go with the dark room for now. Oh, a security door. That's extremely unfortunate. We'll go with this because this is probably a classroom. Yep, it did rotate. I was afraid it was going to rotate that way, but we still have 2 rerolls. So hopefully we'll get a good one here. You know, I'll take the pantry. It's going up and out, and we can remove it. So that's not bad at all. Okay, we can do the workshop, which I do want. Or we can do another classroom. Let's go with the workshop here. And then we'll try the classroom. Here's the battery. Alright, let's try to make the battery and the compass... Oh, we don't have the compass this run. Crap. Probably some coins over here. Yep. Coins on the floor, okay. Use a redraw here. Ooh, that's a great draw. Let's get the hallway. There's a key over here, and I wonder if there's anything else on the ground. Alright, let's try to go this way. We'll use a key here that we just got. Thank you, hallway. Classroom going up. Yeah, why not? Okay. This is grade 5. We'll use a key. Boudoir here would be good, but I don't want it rotating that way. I'm not interested in going into room 46 today, so we'll get the library, which has an apple. Excellent. Let's do the History of Erindia First Edition. Keys. Classroom. Desperately need a green room here, preferably one that will have gems in it. Redraw, since we don't have any gems. Patio. Now, this would kill this, but it would give us gems in every green room, which I think is what we need. And on top of that, I did forget, we can just go back and use the watering can as well. I actually totally forgot about that. Yeah, buried. That was the word, okay. Alright, we have plenty of steps, so I'm not stressed out about that this time around, which is actually kind of nice to not have to worry about it, you know? Let's... It's gonna be a long walk. But we have to do it anyway, might as well do it now. Let's go collect all the gems, and then we'll just do our best to use the dice and resources we have to keep moving. Really wish we could find the key card. That could honestly make or break. Now, I wonder if we were to put power on in here. I'm just curious if that would work. Let me see. Maybe that would restore power to the dark room and we could actually see inside it. Maybe? No. That's okay, though. Worth a try. Alright, this will save us a couple steps. Yeah, we lose some money, but again, don't particularly care. Gem here. And alright, we just got 6 gems, so I don't think we need to go any further than this. We could go back and probably collect gems in the aquarium and the terrace if we need it, but I think we'll be okay. I can't be afraid to draft the utility closet if we get it. But I think, if luck's on my side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 classrooms. So with any luck, we will be able to draft all the classrooms. We do have the battery pack, the broken lever, and the sledgehammer. We could potentially make that again, or we could do the jackhammer. But we'll come back. Again, we still have plenty of spots, so... Okay. Key. Classroom going down. Yes. Grade 7. No items. But this is algebra. Final key. Utility closet. I was gonna say we could potentially get that. That would also open up the security door. Because we could just turn on the Oh no, we don't have a computer. So no, it wouldn't. Let me think about this. Let's slow down. Let's think. What am I missing? What do I need? There's a security door in the dark room. We could potentially turn that on, but we would need a computer to then remote in, which we don't have access to. We don't have the office. We don't have the lab. So let us redraw while we're in the classroom. A secret passage would get our end, and both the kitchen and the bedroom are rotated the wrong way. We could get security, but then, again, we'd run into the same problem. Rotation's not good. Dining room rotation is terrible. Drafting room would be awesome, but we don't have it. And the ballroom could give us an infinite source of gems. But again, poor rotations. The classroom we finally drew is what we need. And this is grade 8. Now, and luckily the rotation went the way we did, but unfortunately the door is locked. So let's go back and we will dig and hope we can find another key, because that's what I was afraid of. So let's go back through the workshop. I'm going to make an executive decision, and we're going to make the jackhammer here, which should give us a better chance of getting more or better items. Man, the commissary right now would be incredible to get. Alright, let's go down through the foundation. I think there's a dig spot in here. Should be a gem in here too. Oh, okay, we already dug that one out. So I think this is where we found the shovel, actually. Check the second aquarium. Stopwatch. Oh, that's awesome to grab now. 2 gems, which I didn't need. Come on. Oh, I needed a key. Can I make it? Can I make it? No! Oh. No way. There's no way I'm gonna lose here, of all places. Really? Oh. That is so upsetting. This is the 3rd time we've made it this far and had no luck. No luck at all. Like, just missing one thing and... I feel we did everything right, too. I feel we just got absolutely demolished by RNG. Well, it's not over yet. Give me some keys. Come on, I need keys. I hate to say it, but I think the jackhammer may have fucked us over. Please, 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 let me have overlooked something. One key short. A single key. Oh. I don't want gems. I need a key. Give me a key. Guys, I'm so angry and so disappointed. Well, it's a good thing we've got 14 fucking gems, right? God. Oh my god, look at this. We had 2 open doors, and we can't go through either of them because we just didn't get the right RNG. Oh. How painful is this? I know you guys can't see it 100%. Let me just show you real quick. We have an open door right here that's locked. And an open door right here that's locked behind a security door. We have 14 gems. $14 of them. I am so disappointed and so upset with this run. This was the run. And I think the decision to make the jackhammer is what cost us. Let me go through. We have 10 steps. We can't make it very far. The run is over. But let me at least check in the den. And just make sure I didn't, like, run past a trunk or something in my haste. And it does not look like I did, which makes me feel a little bit better. But, oh my gosh, we could have taken the final exam for the first time. This was the run. We got it. All we needed was one more key. Just one. One key. My disappointment is immeasurable. And there we have it. That's going to end our run. Oh my gosh. I am so freaking salty right now. It's not even funny. Well, YouTube, that's gonna do it for me. I gotta prep for my stream today, but thank you guys for watching. I hope that my disappointment and my horror proved to be entertaining. I love this game, but man, sometimes it just makes you want to pull your freaking hair. All right, the final exam continues to elude me. Man, I really feel I did a good job though of slowing down and checking everything. I thought, oh yeah, maybe I'll get lucky and we'll get more keys. So note to self, if you need keys from those dig sites, don't upgrade to the jackhammer. Lesson learned. Yeah, just RNG was not on our side there. That's the way it goes. But thank you guys so much for watching. We didn't find any clues to the Key of Ares either, so I'll probably have to take another look and see. I'm probably going to look up a hint at least to point me in the right direction because I have legitimately no idea, and it's been several in-game days since we've got it. So I don't feel bad about like looking for a hint now. I've had to do that quite a lot in this game. But YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I love you, I appreciate you, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!